So this is a drill for our toes and getting some dexterity out of them, getting some motion, stimulating the deep intrinsic muscles of the foot. If you're a runner, this is a wonderful drill to be doing to make sure that you're maintaining the health of your foot. After all those steps, it's incredibly important that we address these things, and typically we're finding some limitations with how our brain is communicating with our feet, and there's a big bang for your buck when it comes to learning how to move your foot. So, unfortunately, you have to look at my toes. Well, I'm going to do this standing. What we're looking for is what is happening when I demand that I start to move some toes around, and we're going to be doing what's called toe cars. I'll start with my little toes where I get them lifted, and sometimes I have to push my big toe down into the ground. Cramping is common and normal. It is something that we're just going to have to work through, and as days and time goes on, you'll start to get better at this. So as all my little toes are now lifted, I'm going to try my best to put one toe down at a time. And as I'm doing that, and when I'm first learning, it is common for people to want to shift through their ankles to make this happen. That's okay. Be aware of that compensation pattern and try to slowly start to get yourself going away from that. So we'll practice this for roughly a minute, where we're just lifting all the little toes the best we can. Toes go down one at a time. My pinky toe on my left side is not doing too hot today, and that's all right. So after I've done about a minute's worth of toe cars for the little toes, I'm going to move on to the big toe, where I'm going to slightly push down through the little toes and start picking my big toe up, and then I set it back down. I pick it up, and I set it back down. You can see my big toe is not really wanting to function perfectly on its own. The little toes have to do a lot of work to try to get me lifted. This one was a better rep right here. And then back down, then I'll shift to my other side. I'll pick that big toe up, put it back down, pick it up, and put it back down. So I'm doing roughly a minute of work to 2 minutes just for my big toes. That'll allow me to have roughly 2 minutes of work minimum for all of my toes and my foot.